In this Viima review, I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know about Viima. Viima is a streamlined innovation using an all-in-one idea management platform. So, once you get started, you're taken to this main page. So this isn't a page for your ideas, essentially. What you're trying to do is create these different bubbles of ideas within your business with ideally your teammates and team members as well. But it's all right if you don't have a lot of team members, as I do not myself right now. So essentially, you have your ideas here, to provide goods and services. And when you click these bubbles, it will essentially tell you what the plan is and what the bullet points, what the ideas are. And you can categorize those ideas as well into ideas for incremental improvements, ideas for process enhancements, ideas for customer service, and ideas for employee satisfaction as well, and new businesses. So even the statuses as well, the ones that are new, the ones will be implemented, the ones in progress, the ones that are done, and the ones for later in the future. So it's got an interesting way to compartmentalize all these different ideas. And obviously you have your favorites here as well, and pending impacts assessment and ideas responsible for certain things to be improved. Now, this is my own personal Viima page, but they've actually provided us with a template page as well to show us how this all works essentially. And they've created their own ideas, they have their own comments, which we'll go into later, and they have, likes and just a litany of things we didn't have on our own. And it's easier to show this account just for the sakes of getting this review as clear as possible and showing everything that could possibly be made. Now, you can add a new bubble by simply clicking that, as I just did, and you put new title here. You put tools for review processing. This is one that's much longer, much more detailed. Again, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense, but you need to have a title that's a little bit substantial for it to essentially get through the bar. And now you have descriptions. All I've just copy and pasted that in, as we are actually going to be creating this. We're going to use the ones they've already created, but it's important to just show what the page is like in creating these new idea bubbles. You put the description and you select a category. Remember these categories. You select which one it fits into: improvement, enhancement, customer service. Just choose any, and then you add a tag of your own, any tags you want. You type them in, you click enter, and it'll be there. And then you can put a featured image as well. So if you click on this, it will take you to your desktop, and you can go through that and go through your images, any interesting picture you have, and it will embed it within the bubble, and you click add. So now I'm going to show what that looks like, everything we've just done with this expand markets right here. So here we have the title, that's what they put, expand markets. I suggest we create a business plan for moving our nearby markets. So this is someone, a person has actually created as well, and they're offering this idea for nearby markets, for reaching out to smaller markets. And it's really interesting right here. It's got 2 likes, so the team has essentially seen this and 2 people liked it. And again, it's telling me good idea uploading tools. It's pretending I've said this, but it's someone else done it. Could you come with business case calculation for the market entry and then upload that here? So again, it's asking me, it's essentially a boss or anyone, employer, sort of telling me, okay, go further with this. And of course, you can add a comment here as well, okay, just, put that there, and you send it straight through. Essentially, that's just me saying that. I really should have responded to this person with that, but it's all going to get very confusing, as it is just me saying that, the creator. And you can assign people for different responsibilities as well. So who's responsible for this idea? You can go into your team and choose a member of the team that you can make responsible for this, and click save. Again, I'm the only person here, so I'm the only member, but that's how that works. Now, casual meets with customers. You have this one too. Again, the comments are going here. You can actually see the different types of newest, oldest, popular. So the different configurations of comments as well. And you got attachments too if you want to add any attachments. And again, it's nice that's a sort of bubble as well. That it just makes it a really interesting visual site. And essentially, that's going into employee satisfaction because it's color coded. So the orange one, employee satisfaction, this is for customer service, this is for new business. So they haven't done all of them yet, but it's really useful to have. Let's click on brand refresh, incremental improvements. Again, you can share the idea to teams or emails. Again, you can edit the idea. And so we'll go back to the editing page, and they filled everything in essentially. What I can do, merge idea. We can merge it for another one that's being made, casual meetings for customers, if we want to. So, they'll both be able to be done together. We can move it to a board, opulent tools, or we can just delete the idea in general. When you click on this board as well, the status on the tugboard, new ideas, the category, again, incremental improvement. Remember, it's talking about these right here. So we're going to edit the idea. One thing that's missing is the image. So we'll go into this, choose a simple image. Got this wolf image right here, or I should say the pack of wolves. And right there, it's not perfect. It's not a perfect picture at all, and it could be organized better. But it's just showing that you can make these bubbles look much more visually appealing as well. And we've added this so when you're reading it, it's not just a white background with a large, piece of text in the center. It's interesting to look at. There are definitely much better pictures you can utilize for this, but the wolf was the best we had so far. And again, there'll always be a comment from someone just, asking to go further with the idea, to see how far I can take it. And you've got people as well you can assign to this too. And yeah, so that shows you can edit this as well, and even, share the idea and attachment to it. Again, all of these aren't set in stone. So when you make it, it's not as if it's not as if no one can add to it, as these can always be improved upon. And you have these comments right here. So the ones who are making it on the different bubbles, they're all right here, essentially. Okay, go into statuses, new ideas. So these are new ideas that have just been added. So casual meetups, the one we just saw again, it's been marketed into this. Just developed together. Brand refresh right here, and it's got my image just underneath. I have to still need to see the image. And what I'll click do, add to favorites. So add to favorites. Then go back and it's right here for us. So just showing how that works. It's just a nice little feature. And your views as well. You can show all the views of this. Not too many, of course. And yeah, and you can look at it in a list format as well. So you had the bubbles going together, but you click this and you have a nice list format if that's a bit more organized for you when constructing ideas. And essentially, that's how Viima works all in all. Remember, this was just an innovation management. The personal accounts here, which I haven't created much with, but you can go back in and do your own and just follow what their own page did for their own ideas. Overall, I believe Viima is very useful and very effective in creating these compelling idea bubbles and having a team work together to increase those ideas and improve upon their businesses. I can definitely recommend it, as the bubble's always quite creative as well. You can always edit it and comment on each other's, so it's very interactive and just quite intuitive to use as well. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I'll provide that discounted link. Thank you for your time.